At 3:47 a.m. Universal Time on November 14th, multiple independent observatories detected 3I Atlas suddenly ejecting water at 40 kilograms per second. At 3 astronomical units from the sun, this is physically impossible. The energy required exceeds solar input by a factor of 12. Think about that number. 12 times more energy than the sun can provide. Where is this energy coming from? In my 40 years studying astrophysics, I've seen many unusual phenomena, but this breaks thermodynamics. Unless the object is generating its own power, I know how that sounds, but science isn't about what sounds comfortable. It's about what the data tells us, and the data is screaming that something is wrong with our assumptions. The first anomaly is the impossible acceleration. When Oumuamua visited in 2017, I was ridiculed for suggesting its acceleration couldn't be explained by outgassing. Now 3I Atlas shows the exact same problem, but worse. Its trajectory deviations exceed what any water jet could produce by 31%. The physics doesn't just not add up. It's mathematically impossible with natural propulsion. The second anomaly is the blue spectrum. At its current distance, 3I Atlas should appear reddish. Every natural object at 3AU does. Instead, it's bright blue. The photon energy required for blue wavelengths at that distance doesn't exist naturally. It's like finding a campfire burning underwater. The object must be generating its own photons. The third anomaly is the instant activation. Natural comets warm gradually. Their activity increases slowly as they approach the Sunday 3I Atlas went from dormant to explosive in less than 6 hours. No transition, no warming period, like someone flipped a switch. That's not geology, that's technology. The fourth anomaly is the perfect timing. Here's what nobody is talking about. 3I Atlas activated exactly when it reached the distance where our deep space tracking network has maximum resolution. If you wanted to be observed, if you wanted to be studied, this is exactly when you turn on your engines. The fifth anomaly is the structural integrity. After 14 billion years in interstellar space, any natural object should be eroded, depleted, essentially dead. 3I Atlas not only survived, it's more active than young comets from our own system. That level of preservation requires protection, active protection. The sixth anomaly is the selective emissions. The water jets aren't random. They're appearing in a pattern that maintains rotational stability while maximizing thrust efficiency. Random fractures don't do that. Controlled venting does. The seventh anomaly is the radar silence. NASA's Goldstone radar should have bounced signals off 3I Atlas by now. They've said nothing. The European Space Agency's tracking station, silence. China's FAST telescope, no data released. When was the last time every major space agency went quiet about the same object? The eighth anomaly is the January 9th alignment. In 53 days, 3I Atlas will reach perfect gravitational alignment between Earth and Jupiter. It's the ideal position for a gravity assist maneuver. The odds of a random interstellar object hitting this exact window? Less than 1 in 400 million. Look, I understand skepticism. I've faced it my entire career. When I suggested Oumuamua might be artificial, I was called reckless. When I founded the Galileo project to search for alien technology, I was called foolish. But I'm not the one ignoring data. 2 days ago, I submitted a formal request to NASA for the complete spectroscopic dataset on 3I Atlas. Their response? The data has been classified under planetary defense protocols. They've never used that classification for a comet before, ever. My colleagues want natural explanations. They're scrambling to find them. Exotic ice compositions, primordial chemistry, quantum sublimation effects that don't exist in any textbook. They'll propose anything except the obvious. This object is behaving like technology because it is technology. I'm not saying it's a spacecraft. I'm saying it's not a comet. There's a difference, and that difference matters. We have 53 days until closest approach. 53 days to get answers. The JUICE spacecraft will observe it on December 4th. The James Webb Space Telescope has been repositioned. Every major observatory on Earth is watching. But here's what keeps me awake at night. If this is artificial, if this is some kind of probe or beacon or whatever you want to call it, it knows we're watching. The activation timing proves that, which raises the most important question: what happens on January 9th? I've been wrong before. Science is about being wrong and learning from it. But if I'm right about this, if 3I Atlas is what the data suggests it is, then January 9th won't just be another astronomical event. It will be the most important day in human history. Let me share something that hasn't been reported yet. 3 nights ago, the Subaru telescope in Hawaii captured something extraordinary. 3I Atlas isn't just ejecting water, it's ejecting it in pulses, regular pulses every 4.7 hours, like clockwork. Natural outgassing doesn't work that way. Random cracks don't maintain perfect timing for 72 consecutive hours. But you know what does maintain perfect timing? Machines. The isotopic signature is wrong too. The deuterium to hydrogen ratio in the ejected water doesn't match any comet we've ever studied. It doesn't match Earth's oceans. It doesn't match Jupiter's moons. It doesn't even match the interstellar medium. The closest match, laboratory produced heavy water, the kind we make in nuclear reactors. I contacted 3 colleagues at MIT last week. Independently, they ran the thermal models. All 3 came to the same conclusion. To maintain this level of activity at this distance, 3I Atlas would need an internal heat source generating at least 50 megawatts. That's not stored heat. That's active power generation. For perspective, that's enough energy to power 40,000 homes. Yesterday, I received an encrypted message from a contact at the European Space Agency. They've been tracking electromagnetic emissions from 3I Atlas using radio telescopes. What they found hasn't been made public. There's a carrier wave at 1.42 gigahertz. That's not random. That's the hydrogen line, the frequency SETI researchers have monitored for decades because it's the most logical frequency for interstellar communication. The signal is weak, but it's structured. It repeats every 16.3 minutes. It's not natural interference. It's not a pulsar. It's coming from 3I Atlas, and it started the same day the water jets activated. Here's what truly disturbs me. If you calculate the deceleration needed for 3I Atlas to achieve a stable orbit in our solar system, you get a specific value. If you calculate the thrust those water jets are producing, accounting for the object's mass and trajectory, you get the exact same value to within 0.3%. That's not coincidence, that's navigation. This object traveled for billions of years through interstellar space. It survived cosmic radiation that should have destroyed it. It activated at precisely the right moment. It's venting material in perfect patterns. It's broadcasting on the hydrogen line. And it's adjusting its trajectory to stay in our solar system. I'll say what my colleagues want. This is first contact. Not the kind Hollywood imagined, not ships landing on the White House lawn, but something far more profound. A probe, ancient beyond comprehension, has arrived in our solar system, and it's waking up. The universe doesn't care about our comfort, it doesn't care about our assumptions. It only cares about the truth. And the truth is, something is coming, something that doesn't follow our rules, something that shouldn't exist, but it does exist. It's real. It's here. And in 53 days, we'll find out why. This is AVI LOEB, and this is not speculation anymore. This is a warning based on observable data. The question isn't whether 3I Atlas is unusual. The question is, are we ready for what it really is? Time's running out to find out.